What's up, everybody? It's the amazing Ryan here with another video. I know I'm just coming out of the woodwork after being dormant for like a decade, but I'm back making videos, and I wanted to make a special video on this right here. What is it? It's an Ibanez GIO, old school. Something from like the early 2000s, I believe. It's been upgraded to a Floyd Rose bridge, a generic Floyd Rose bridge, but a Floyd Rose nonetheless. Pickups were upgraded to some still cheap pickups, but pickups nonetheless. Those are real pot leaves that were stuck to the wet paint and clear coated over. Now guys, I want you to know something about this guitar. Let me crank you here. I've had this guitar for over 20 years. It's really special to me. I mean, I was like in high school when I got this guitar. It was pink. I made it for my girlfriend, who later became my wife, who later became my ex-wife. It was pink. At a period of time, I sanded it all down and black lacquered it. Stuck the leaves. So I was growing plants, and one of my plants was a male, which if you know anything about growing marijuana, you know that there's a male plant is less desirable. In fact, not at all. So I used the leaves from it and stuck them on here, and then clear coated it a bunch of times. And that was 20 years ago. 20 years ago, right? So here it is today. As you can see, the leaves are deteriorating and it's peeling and they're breaking apart. And this is quite unfortunate. This one here has survived pretty well. This one here, not so much. The ones on the back are completely gone, and that's just from constantly rubbing, because guys, I still play this guitar today. The problem is that very recently we had a very bad casualty with the scarf joint. As you can see, it started to separate. I glued it back, but got a buzz in the low E now, so the neck is toast. So there's funny other thing about this neck. See right there, I had a pet rat named Mr. Bojangles. Had this leaning against the nightstand. He was on the nightstand and he decided to make a snack of it. So, doesn't really affect the playability of it, but yeah, so anyway, we're going to restore this guitar. We're going to bring it back to its former glory. Now, we're not going to do any paint and body because, quite frankly, the last project I did left a bad taste in my mouth as far as doing paint and body. Also, I want to keep it original. It's been this way for 20 plus years. I want to keep it this way another 20 plus years. So that's my goal anyway. So what we're going to do with this guitar, we're going to replace the generic Floyd Rose bridge. We're going to replace the neck, and we're going to replace the tuners. We're also going to replace the input jack, and we're going to throw some knobs on it. So this is going to be a fun project. I'm going to basically breathe new life into this old guitar with some new parts. Now, I got the neck off eBay. It hasn't arrived yet. It was about $100. The rest of the parts I either have or will be in the mail soon. So here we go. Let's fix this guitar. All right, so let's start unboxing what we do have. So we've got some gold knobs here, and it came with a precision screwdriver, which is nice, but I already have one, so now I'll have two. This is really cool input jack because even the nut is gold. So I'll solder that bad boy in. Here it is, the pièce de résistance. An authentic Floyd Rose. Ignore my rings. It's from a Monster Energy. I'm just gonna whoop. Okay, you didn't see anything. All right, so here we have an authentic Floyd Rose tremolo system. Innovation, not imitation. We're gonna unbox it. Oh, beautiful. It's like opening, if you've ever bought a Rolex or a nice watch, this is like the same feeling. Opening the, oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, come on. What? What? Oh, we got a little package included. Now I'm not gonna lie here, you guys. I've already opened this and looked at it, but yeah, my reaction is still genuine. So when you buy a Floyd Rose tremolo bridge like this, they give you a lot of stuff with it. So you've got these bad boys to push down into the guitar if you want to replace these. Okay, look, I'm gonna level with you. I don't know what this is. Comment below if you know what this is and where it goes. A couple Allen keys. We got this guy for the springs and new springs. How many they give us? 4? Perfect. So we're actually going to use all this because it's new. Why not? And let's take a look at this bridge, shall we? My goodness gracious me. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous. If you don't know about the Floyd Rose bridge, it's the end-all be-all bridge if you've got a guitar like this, an Ibanez, a Epiphone, really anything. I mean, the Floyd Rose is pretty universal, but it's gorgeous. Just so you guys know, this was about $100 out the door. So, get yourself one. All right, so we're gonna start disassembly on this Ibanez. As you can see here, it is a complete guitar. It does play currently. If I wanted to plug it in, I could play it, but it's got a really bad buzz on the first fret from the scarf joint separating. So we're gonna start tearing it apart. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take out these 2 screws here, and here, and these are for the bridge. I'm gonna disconnect this wire, which is hanging by a thread anyway, and then I'm going to remove these springs. Well, the wire just came right off. These screws are turning with the utmost of ease. Well, I'm kind of holding it with my thumb as I'm loosening the screw. But here we have it. We've now successfully removed the spring retainer and 2 screws. Also 1, 2, 3 springs. Now if you look down inside, at just the right angle and just the right light, you can see remnants of pink on the inside. There we go, see it down there at the bottom? Yep, it used to be pink. Anyway, Floyd Rose, we just removed just like that. And we're just gonna cut these strings. So I'm just gonna go grab a cutter. We're gonna cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have our old Floyd Rose bridge. It's in pretty rough shape. Alright, so I just want to show something here. Give me a second with the camera. So, if you look closely, you'll see here that at some point I filled the original studs with wood for the original style bridge, drilled new holes, and added in the new studs. So these studs are still good. They're in the proper spot. And they're doing their job. So we're gonna leave the studs in place. I'm just gonna remove the, there we go. So there's all that junk. But yeah, you can see there was a original stud was inset slightly. We filled it with wood and we drilled the holes and we put the new studs where they belong. We did a very sloppy job. It's really low right here. I guess I sanded it too deep. Not sure, but it was 20 years ago. I don't even remember 20 years ago. So I'm gonna grab the new Floyd Rose and we're gonna dry fit it on there. We're just gonna open up our magic box here. And we're just gonna I gotta say, it looks freaking gorgeous. Yeah, so you can see those studs. Those studs are right where they need to be. So that's good. So we won't use the studs that came with the, we won't use the bushings, we'll use the studs. The bushings are where they should be. So that's good. We're gonna put this stuff away. Save it for another day. Because we still don't have our neck. We need that. And yeah. But in the meantime, we're gonna keep disassembly on this. Sorry, you were looking at me sideways. I don't know how long I was doing that for. I'm sorry. Anyway, so we're gonna flip it over. Oh, my hack job wiring. See there, that's all naked. We gotta take this plate off. I always do everything in a crisscross pattern. I always have and I always will. Now, if you guys are bored, what you can do is you can, I have not done this, I will admit, but I'm guessing that this number on the back plate here, 9018035, is a serial number. So I don't know if you can Google that. I'm not 100% certain on the model of this Ibanez. I just don't remember. It was 20 years ago. I'm pretty certain it's a GIO. I'm almost 100% certain it's a GIO. This plate, well, this plate is married on there. So we're gonna leave that be. I'm gonna set my phone right here just like this. Or not. Hold on. Okay. It's a lot easier when I'm not holding the phone. Alright, let's separate the body from the neck. Maybe. Oh, 20 years of being stuck on there, I guess. There we go. Got it. Oh, look at that. Pink. See the pink? Yeah. And here we have the body half. A little bit of pink in there. There shouldn't be so much paint in there. I don't know what I was thinking with that. So we're gonna have to clean the paint out of it. But right now what we've got is a complete Ibanez body. And this is everything we're going to reuse. Right here. Pickups, electronics, potentiometers, switch. We're gonna reuse all of this. This we're saving. So let's clean it up real good. And then everything else we can throw in the scrap pile. It's gonna be kind of sad that I have to throw away this neck. And that's just because this is the same neck it's had for 20 some years, over 20 years. I keep saying 20 years, but the truth is it's well over 20 years. But with the neck splitting at the scarf joint here, just not much else I can do. I did jam a bunch of glue in there and clamp it, and the glue filled the space, which made it go just slightly, and now the fret buzzes, and you know, it's no good. He's paid. So that'll be the end of this neck. I'm gonna give it a proper burial. 20 years of service. By the way, my cats really love guitar strings, if you can't tell. This is Mr. Joseph, and Joseph loves guitar strings. Alright, so I'm gonna get some baby wipes and we're gonna clean this up. Be right back. Whoa, little earthquake there. I'm back. Alright, I've got baby wipes. Now I know what you're thinking. Baby wipes? What are you, a prostitute? No, I'm not a prostitute. I just have a lot of kids of various ages, and it's a pretty handy thing to have around the house most days is some baby wipes. So yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. So if you see me on the corner in short shorts holding a pack of baby wipes, just know that there's a guitar out there I'm trying to clean. Anyway, we're losing bits of leaf. I just had a piece of leaf come off. It already looks a million times better. I mean, it already looks really good. So I'm happy about that. There's no sense in me making a video of cleaning this and you watching it, so I'm going to end this video here. But I will continue it shortly. So yeah, nice and clean, looks beautiful. All right, so got the bridge on there. We got our new hardware. I got to tighten up this screw. It's a little bit loose, but as you can see, everything is on. Now I did reuse my old Floyd Rose studs. The reason I reused the studs, they're a different thread size, and I would have had to have pulled out the bushing, and quite frankly, I don't trust pulling them out without damaging anything. So the old Floyd Rose studs stay. Needs a little adjustment, but bridge is on there. Yeah, I'm gonna put the knobs on now. All right, knobs are on. They look pretty dang good. I wasn't sure how the black and green and gold was gonna work, but it seems to be doing the trick. I am considering upgrading these pickups since I've got some corrosion on them, and because the green doesn't really match the yellow that the leaves are, so I don't know, we'll see. But I've done about everything I can do other than this input jack. I'm going to change it now, and then yeah. All right, so I got this soldered on, and the screws that came out of it were ginormous compared to the screws going into it. So I shot some wood glue into the holes, and hopefully that's not a bad idea. We'll find out. It's a bad idea. It didn't work. It just pushed the glue out as soon as I put a screw in there. So I have plan B is to jam some toothpicks in there. There's one toothpick. There's two toothpicks. Alright, so jammed a couple of toothpicks in there. Break them off flush. Now we can put a screw in it. Friggin' worked like a charm. Put some jammed two toothpicks. Actually, it only took me, I grabbed a whole bunch of toothpicks. I only needed two, because I took two toothpicks and I jammed it in this set and I broke them off. And then I took the other two halves that I just broke off and I jammed in that set and I broke it off. And then I just put the screws in it, and the wood glue that was in there remaining will help seal the rest of the way up. And in a nutshell, it's done. It's done. So we got that, got the knobs, got the bridge. We got to do a little sanding over here because I want the new neck to fit right, have a nice clean fit. But yeah, it's coming along. All right, so I'm just mixing up a little bit of acrylic paint here, and I got a nice little color mixed. And what I'm doing here is, now keep in mind this dries darker. All paint dries darker. So I'm just basically just kind of filling in the areas where the leaves have broken out. And it's looking pretty good. It's coming along pretty well. I'm gonna do all this, and yeah. I don't know, maybe might have to spray some clear coat over it, but then I have to take it apart again. I really don't feel like doing that, so we'll see. Well, it came. Here it is. Straight from eBay. It's dirty and gross, but it's a Ibanez GIO neck nonetheless. So I did attempt to dry fit it, and it's a tight fit, a real tight fit, like extremely tight fit. So we're gonna have to do a little cleaning and sanding to get that to fit tight. So I got some sandpaper. I'm gonna take care of that now. Well, after some sanding and just kind of jamming it on there, it's on there. You can see where the original body that this neck was from kind of had a different parking spot, as it were. Same with on this side, but the neck is attached to the body. Well, I haven't put the screws in yet. I'm going to drill pilot holes before I run these screws in, just FYI. All right, so tuning machines are on. Neck is attached to body. And I even cleaned it up a little bit, although I could have done a better job, I guess. I was just using some baby wipes and sort of wiping it down. But looks great. I mean, look at the headstock on that. That thing looks wicked. And the bridge, of course, to match. Right on, brother. All right, so it's strung up. Got the Floyd Rose dialed in as best as I could. I pretty much had to max out all the saddles to the furthest forward position. The only way I'm ever going to get this bridge, the annotation, whatever it is, the only way I'm going to get it set proper is if I actually remove the studs, fill the holes, re-drill, and relocate them about 1/16 of an inch forward. So yeah, until then, it's just gonna have to do with how it is. But it's a moment of truth time. Let me just grab my cord here. And we'll plug it in. Yeah. Good enough for me. I'd say that that's a win for this. That is a win. The neck worked out really well, even though it's not off the exact same model Ibanez. Again, the Floyd Rose needs a little bit of work. We touched up some of the leaves, so it looks freaking phenomenal. I got to touch up some of the black, as you can see, but that's not a big deal. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching me restore this guitar that I've had for 20 plus years and bring it back to life. I'm gonna go ahead and play it now. Because of copyright laws, I can't really play unless I play something original, which I guess I could do that, but you know, I'll make a video with all my guitars and how they sound one day, including the Infenti, and of course the Leo James. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Bye. So I'm just standing here minding my own business, and I hear the string popped out. That's annoying. It's Floyd Rose problem, so I'm gonna fix that. Jeez Louise.